Good morning, and welcome to this episode of BTVN, your news and information source at Barstow. I'm Joe Leonard III.
And I'm Dara Parakbar.
Dara, who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl this weekend?
I think the Chiefs.
The Chiefs aren't playing in the Super Bowl. It's the Ravens and the 49ers. You know who I think's going to win the Super Bowl?
What do you think?
Definitely the refs.
Oh.
The refs are the only people who win any of these games. Now let's get to some announcements. The Barstow School Coat Drive benefiting McKinley Elementary School ends this Friday, February 1st. Please consider donating your gently used hats, gloves, mittens, scarves, and coats of any size to this wonderful cause. As Dara reported yesterday, we have many donations, but we could do a lot better. Please place your donations in Mr. Luce's room. If you are interested in being a cheerleader, Barstow cheerleader during the 2013-2014 school year, this announcement is for you. A mandatory cheer meeting will be held for all who are interested, including boys and girls and 8th graders, next Tuesday, February 5th at 7 p.m. If you have any further questions, please see Mrs. Hiltz.
Second grade teacher, Miss Thompson, would like you to send any empty cereal boxes that you have around the house in the next few weeks. Her class will be using these to create Valentine's Day mailboxes. Here at Barstow, art is an important part of our curriculum. BTVN works in conjunction with lower school art teacher Bridget Kukuk to showcase the lower school student artist of the month. Check it out.
On the count of three, both of you. 1, 2, 3. And make sure I've got it. So 2 more. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
I thought that Sage's portrait was very successful. She worked really hard to depict her face in profile correctly, and I loved the bird she included on her crown. And she just really spent a lot of time making sure every detail was thought of, down to writing her name in hieroglyphics, and I'm very proud of her. She did wonderful work.
I like art because you can be creative and there's really no rules. You can let your imagination run wild, so you just have to do your best.
The 4th grade students studied Egyptian tomb paintings, and we looked closely at the profile portraits that were painted in the tombs of pharaohs and kings such as King Tut. These portraits are so important because they were done several thousand years ago, and they were done in such a stylized manner, and the Egyptians had a canon of proportions that they used. They weren't as concerned with drawing the human realistically, but instead more mathematically. And it stuck around for a long time and really started this narrative in artwork with the portraits and the hieroglyphics and the things that the people were wearing, describing their lives and the belief system of the Egyptians. So it really gives us a good idea what their culture was like so long ago.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
That's good. Welcome. Let's come on in here and look at what is hanging up in my office. This is pretty cool. You see it's got the centerpiece right there. So tell me a little bit about this.
This is an Egyptian self-portrait, and we're painting it, and we started in profile. But what we noticed about all the Egyptian paintings is that the eye was looking straight out.
Right.
And you can't do that.
No, you can't.
And this is a headdress, and this is a pectoral decoration. And this is, I drew a bird, and you were supposed to do an animal. So I thought that it'd be cool if I did the bird and its wing is going up and its body is coming down so it could look like a stripe.
That is pretty cool. So tell me about these.
Those are hieroglyphics, and this right here is my name.
Is that right? And so how did you learn how to do all of these?
We had worksheets that had the whole alphabet and hieroglyphics in it.
So was this a really fun project? One of your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm really, really excited about having this in my office because I have a lot of people come in and they always come over and have a look at these paintings. So I've been telling them a little bit about this, but now I know so much more that you have actually written your name in hieroglyphics. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Great. Well, thank you so much. This was wonderful. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, honey.
Thank you.
All righty.
I really enjoyed this project. Learning about Egyptian art was interesting. It was really fun meeting Mr. Foster.
That was great. And what a star on camera. You're a natural.
Yes.
How about that?
Very good description.
I'd seen his office in the other videos, but it's a lot bigger than it looks. I had a great time. It is super fun being Artist of the Month.
Ultimately, no one was harmed during the filming of this week's Student Artist of the Month. Girls on the Run and Girls on Track will be returning again this spring. Both programs are 10 weeks long and occur after school. Both use the power of running to teach girls the important principles of self-esteem and healthy living in a fun, open environment, and end in a 5K race on May 18th. Registration can be found on February 22nd, and each program is only taking a maximum of 20 girls, so don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity.
Hey Joe, did you know that the dance team gets up tremendously early to be at Barstow by 6:45 for their practices?
6:45? I had no idea.
Well, to help us learn more about it, one of our newest members, Kelsey Thorpe, has been working hard on her first story over the dance team. Enjoy this piece put together by her. Cameron, you have to pause.
I got started with dance team when I was a freshman. So when I was in 8th grade, I auditioned for the team, and Stephanie Dzinski and Melanie Kulik and Leah Ricketts and Jesse encouraged me to try out. So I did, and I made the team. Dance team has just been a rock for me ever since. I really love it.
I auditioned for dance team my freshman year, and I got on for the sophomore year. And I was always hanging out with dance teamers, Sarah Drix and Alex Stockhorn, and I've ended up loving it every year, and it's been a great way for me to get some good exercise in the mornings.
Practicing is just really, it's really satisfying when you get it right, and then when you get it wrong, you always have the help, and when you mess up, it's like they're there for you. So that's my favorite part of dance team.
Senior night!
We're really excited for senior night because we got this amazing inspiration from one of the routines.
Yeah, actually from one of the competitions. My friend was on the team, and it's totally something that we have never seen before. It's something completely new.
It's gonna be legendary at Barstow.
It's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I think this is the happiest I've ever been in real life.
Competition has definitely brought our team together. It's been a great bonding experience for all the girls, and when we get out there, we just totally jive and mesh together. Like, I think the best part about being at a competition, especially with your team, is the bonding. Like, so we'll show up early in the morning, and right before we go on, like maybe an hour before, we'll get dressed and we'll practice a few times. And like, everyone's really like tired, especially when they're practicing, but once we get out there on that like stage or in the gym, we just bring it, the audience, and like all the energy is like flowing in that room, and you're just ready to bring it. And I think that's the best part.
Definitely, like when you walk off the floor and you feel like you've killed it, it's just like the best feeling because all of the girls have been there with you, so they know exactly what's going on.
And I think another like good part about competition is like every dance team is supportive of every dance team. And they're all like screaming when you go out there, and it's just like a huge dance team community family.
They know exactly like how many hours you put into it. They know exactly like how hard it is for you to get up early or like have these 3-hour practices. So
right.
I mean, they're like everyone supports each other, and that's really nice too.
Walking out with sass as usual. I love it.
The College Counseling Office wants to remind you about their upcoming college night for junior students and parents taking place on Monday, February 11th at 6:30 p.m. in Price Hall. This night provides an opportunity to gather information and ask questions regarding the fast-approaching college search and application process for rising seniors. Please plan on attending this important event. Do not hesitate to reach out to Scott Hill or Joe Fox with any questions.
And finally, don't forget to show your school smarts and spirit off by purchasing your iAuction t-shirts. All orders must be turned in by February 4th. And finally, for seniors, please remember to vote for our graduation, baccalaureate, and junior-senior breakfast speakers. Please take your time to choose candidates that you believe best represent the senior class. You can vote using the email sent to you by Mr. Kohler.
That's it for today.
Have a good one, Barstow.